everybody, welcome to my channel today. I am here at Cecret Lake and it's not a secret, so you're probably going to hear other people's voices. I'm also not an early enough riser to beat the crowd I think there's no beating the crowd personally, so I'm here when it's nice and natural for my body, and hopefully you enjoy the scenery behind me as we practice. Today we're just going to do a Vinyasa flow, but we're going to kind of slow it down a little bit. We're going to focus on fluidity of movement and really just kind of stillness. As you look at the lake behind me, this is watershed area, so there's no swimming or paddling or anything like that allowed on this lake. If you see somebody swim, it happens, but it's not supposed to, so it's really still water. And to begin this practice, we're just going to begin with a breathing exercise. I've been doing this gratitude practice and it's really made a big difference in my life. And so today I want to focus on gratitude. So close your eyes, if you will. And I want you to bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in through your nose and sigh it out. As you breathe in, I want you to think about a feeling or an emotion that you'd like to fill your heart with and breathe that in. And as you exhale, think of what you'd like to release. So on the inhale, I'll be breathing in peace and exhaling stress. Inhaling joy, exhaling resentment. Inhaling gratitude and exhaling any sense of lack. Continue to breathe in at your own pace, feeling relaxed and at peace as we begin our practice. When you're ready, we're going to begin actually today by just in a kneeling position, and your hands are going to come behind you, kind of almost like you were going to do a tricep dip is what I would say. And your hands are going to point towards your feet, so you're not tweaking your wrists or your elbows. And we're going to breathe in, and as we breathe in, we'll arch our back and look up at the sky in my case. So this is going to be almost like a reverse cat-cow. And as you exhale, curl and round your shoulders and bring your chin to your chest. So inhale, arch. And you don't have to look up if your fullest expression is more of a neutral neck, that's fine as well. And exhale, curl. And really emphasize curling. You can bend your elbows if you'd like to make it a little bit more active posture. We're going to take 2 more rounds just like that. So inhale up and exhale, curve. 1 more. And exhale. Come back up to your kneeling position. And we're just going to do some kind of side sweeps, opening up our side body. So inhale, it's more of an arch, I guess, or an inhale and sweep up and over. Bending your elbow again if you'd like. And exhale, replant your hand. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, back. Inhale. And switch. One more to each side. So I guess after this. No, we started with that side. And then one more. This should begin to open your shoulders, your side body. We are going to do our traditional cat-cow. So we come to a kneeling position. Inhale, look up at the sky as you arch your back. Exhale, round, pull your belly in, round your shoulders, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. I really do recommend practicing outside if you have that ability. Yes, people look at you, but it doesn't matter. Maybe you'll inspire some of them to do it too. It's a really great piece. I'm going to take one more just like this, and then I want you to take your hips and shoulders in opposite directions if that feels good to you. Just a couple of rounds like that. And then I want you to do not a head circle, but more of a sweep. So your chin goes from one shoulder to the next. Not hyperextending it up, but just sweeping back and forth. This is really good if you spend a lot of time at a computer or your cell phone, which is probably almost everybody these days, just to loosen up that tight spot we get right between our shoulders. Okay, take a deep breath in. On your exhale, press yourself into a downward facing dog. Really arch your back, pedal out your dog. I am going to give you a caveat that this travel mat is super thin. There's almost no padding, and it also isn't super grippy, so that might make me modify my practice, and you should modify yours however it feels right to you. So your ears are between your biceps. Breathing in, settling into your Ujjayi breath. Your nose, the back of your throat is constricted in through your nose and out through your nose. Inhale, bend your knees. On your exhale, step forward gently and sweep up to high mountain pose. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a breath in. I want you to set your intention for this practice, whether it be stillness, peace, stress relief, physical activity, whatever it is that you're wanting to bring, and leave everything else off of your mat. It will be here when you come back. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your hands into your shins. Back is flat, your head is neutral. Breathe in. One more breath in. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Step back to a high push-up. We're going to hold this high push-up for just a moment. Breathing in through your nose. Press away from your mat as if you could push it further into the ground. Hollow out the armpits. Core is tight. Glutes and legs are tight. I want you to rock forward slightly. Bend your elbows to 90 degrees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, flip your toes and press yourself back to a down dog. Breathe in. We're just going to do a few sun salutations. Inhale, step forward. Sweep up. High mountain pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back. And chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll do one more. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. And I'm just stepping back today, partially because the ground is pretty hard and rocky underneath me, and partially because I would like this to be a gentler flow than what I often do. Inhale, exhale. Gonna inhale your right leg to the sky, bend your knee, open up your hip, and just take some hip circles. And we're gonna flip over for Wild Thing. Reaching that arm forward. Taking some nice big arm circles to loosen up that shoulder joint. Switching directions. Now plant your right hand, step your right foot to your left hand. Open up for side plank splits. Maybe bend your knees. Maybe take some arm circles on this side, whatever feels right to you. I'm going to do one more round here. And then plant your left hand, step that right foot perpendicular to the side of your mat. Side plank figure 4. You can stay here or take some dynamic movement. Inhaling as you reach up and over. Exhale, sink down. Take a few rounds here. One more. And on the next one, plant both hands. Step your right foot forward. You're going to step into a low lunge. Press your hips forward. Arms come up. I'm just going to hover my knee because the ground hurts. Breathe in. You can absolutely keep your knee down. That's what I would normally do. So from here, you can take a twist. I've got my weight in my hand now, so it takes the pressure off my knee. Inhale. Plant both hands. Press your hips back into a pyramid pose. Trying to keep your spine flat and your head neutral. If you need to modify this, this is a great time to use yoga blocks, or you can always just widen your stance or shorten it. Inhale, I want you to step forward. We're going to hang in ragdoll pose. So grab opposite elbow and just sway. Or you can hold steady. Yogi's choice. Really want your chest on your thighs, so bend your knees as deeply as you need to get in that posture. Your head is heavy, your neck is relaxed. Exhale, and your inhale, sweep up, high mountain pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're just going to repeat this sequence on the opposite side. So take a deep breath in, sigh it out. One more. Inhale your left foot to the sky, bend your knee, then open up your hip. Take some big hip circles in either direction. And after you've done 3 in each way, flip your dog, reaching that left arm, shining your heart to the sky, taking some big arm circles to loosen up that left shoulder. Feels really nice in the sun. It's kind of cooler at high altitude. Plant your left hand, step your left foot to your right hand for side plank splits. And just bend your knees. Okay. Puppy really likes me. And we're going to plant our right hand. Step your left foot perpendicular to your mat for side plank figure 4. Inhale as you reach, or exhale. I have a lot of grass and dirt on me. Don't mind me. One more. And we're going to step ourselves into that low lunge. So left foot comes forward, right knee can be down, or I'm going to hover mine because there's pebbles under my knee. Reach up, don't shrug, shoulders come down your back. Breathe in, stretch into that psoas. Plant your left hand and open up for a low lunge twist. You're going to plant both hands, press your hips back for a pyramid pose. Really pressing into those hips, keeping your sacrum flat. Should be able to put a glass of water on your back without spilling it. Breathe in. We're going to step forward again, hanging in ragdoll pose. This time you're welcome to also maybe take reverse namaste hands for a deeper shoulder opening, or you can hug behind your knees. Secret really here is just to release your neck and shoulders. So maybe shake your head no, nod it yes. Take one breath in, exhale. On your inhale, reach up and rise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, sigh it out. We're going to take another falling out breath, so breathe in, sigh it out. Inhale your right foot to the sky, step it forward, spin your back foot to 45 degrees, rise up for warrior 1. Hips should be pointing forward. We're not open in our hips yet. Shoulders are down your back. See if you can inch that foot out a little bit further and get that thigh parallel to your mat. If you'd like to modify this, bring your feet closer together, widen your stance for stability. Inhale, maybe look up for a balance challenge. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the mat, step back to a high push-up. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left foot to the sky, step it forward, rise up for warrior 1. Again, checking your alignment. Ribs should be knit together, we're not flared out. Shoulders are down your back. Hips are pointed forward. Breathe in. Maybe look up. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the mat. Step back for a high push-up. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. We're going to take another falling out breath. In through your nose. Sigh it out. Inhale your right foot to the sky. Step it forward. warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Reaching that front arm to the front of your mat, checking in with that knee to make sure that it's not collapsing in, but it's out over your ankle. Ribs are knit together, hips are open. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Rest your arm on your knee gently. We're not collapsing, we're still active in that side. Reach your arm up, open your chest, and reach over for extended side angle. Open back up. Just going to point your toes slightly in, heels slightly out, and hinge at your hips for a wide-legged forward fold. You can take whatever arm variation you want. I'm just going to grab my ankles. Head is heavy, neck is loose. Inhale. Exhale, rise up. We're just going to drop from side to side for Skandasana. Hands can be up or you can use them on the mat, whichever feels right to you. Just low and slow, side to side. On our next chance to the front, we're going to plant our hands, and I'm just going to step back into a high push-up. You want to hold this. You're going to move your right hand closer to the center of your mat and open up for side plank. You can take whatever leg variation you want. You can spread that leg up, pressing into the side. Lower your leg if you'd like. You can also drop a knee. You can kind of stagger your feet for stability. Inhale. Exhale, plant that hand. Low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe your left foot to the sky. Step it forward for warrior one. Inhale. On your exhale, open up to warrior two. Again, checking in with that knee. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Pressing into that hip helps you stay on that side active. Rest your elbow. Reach up, open your chest. Then extend over your ear. Come back up through warrior two. And set up for wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, exhale, hinge at your hips. I'm going to do a little twist this side, taking my opposite arm to my opposite ankle. If you want to deepen this stretch, you can reach out with that front arm. And switch sides if you're following me. If you're on a better surface than I am, this is a great place to start headstand, if that's in your practice. Release your ankle, come back up, and Skandasana. We'll go one more time to the back. And in our next time, plant both hands, step back to a high push-up, bring your left hand close to the center of your mat, and open up for side plank. Pressing into that side, keeping it active. Inhale. On your exhale, plant your right hand. Come down for low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right foot to the sky. Step it forward for a crescent lunge. You're high on those back toes. Sink into that leg. Still stacked as if you were in Tadasana. Breathe in. We're going to just kind of kick ourselves into that standing leg. So go ahead and make sure it's rooted down. And we're going to come into airplane pose. So just launch forward. Arms are out by your hips. Gaze is slightly in front of you. Inhale. Bring your hands to heart center. Stand up. And if you can just bring that foot right into tree pose. You can have your foot on your thigh, your calf, or at your ankle, just not your knee. Your thigh is pressing into your foot just as much as your foot is pressing into your thigh. Root into that standing leg, set your drishti, and grow your branches. Breathe in. You can gaze up at the sky or the ceiling. Breathe in. If your branches are out, bring your hands back to heart center. We're going to kick our leg back. Drop that hand. I'm just going to use this rock like a block for half moon pose. Keeping your back leg high. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose, not forgetting your breath. Inhale. On your exhale, just drop that foot down and Skandasana. Plant your hands. We're going to drop our back knee into a lizard pose. So walking that right foot out to the edge of your mat, hands are planted. Go ahead and open that hip by letting your knee just fall to the side. Getting a nice deep stretch through that right hip. Breathe in. From here, you're going to step your left foot forward to meet your right foot for a yogi squat. Heels can be up or down. All right, mine are going to be up because I have rocks under my feet. Hands are at heart center. Elbows are pressing out on your knees. Gaze is forward. Breathe in. We're going to set up for crow pose. Hands are planted. Knees come into your elbows. Your feet press together as you pull your core up and in and balance. I have a lot of sunscreen and bug spray on. I'm slipping. So I'm going to come back down. You can play with crow pose. From there, you can shoot back into a high push-up. I'm not going to try that today. I might slide. Low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left foot to the sky. Step it forward. Crescent lunge. Rising up. Shoulders down your back. Back leg is strong. Setting your breath. Plant that foot. Kick forward. Airplane pose. Shoulder blades pull together. Toes point toward the ground. Your knee on your front leg is not locked. It's just slightly soft. Bring your hands to heart center. Come up into tree pose. I'm gonna have to find a solid piece of ground here. Again, pressing into your foot. If you fall out, just come back into it. Set your drishti and grow your branches. If you want to challenge your balance more, gaze up at the sky. Otherwise, bring your hands back to heart center. We're going to reach that left hand down for half moon pose. Trying to get ourselves into a single plane. And come back, Skandasana. As we come to the front, plant both hands, drop your back knee, walk your left foot out to the edge of your mat, and open that knee, let that hip open by letting the knee fall out for lizard pose. Just breathing in. If there's any tightness, send a breath to that hip. Flatten that foot back out, walk it in, and bring your your right foot to meet your left in a yogi squat. Oh, look, whatever I did, the rock's not there anymore. So pressing your elbows into your knees to open your hips. Letting your breath be full all the way down. This time we're going to just plant our hands, push our hips into the air, and grab your big toes with your peacekeeping fingers. Bend your elbows, pull yourself down. Let your head be heavy. Let anything you're thinking about fall out of your head. Roll off your back like water. Release your toes. Walk your palms underneath your feet so your toes are kind of in your wrist creases for gorilla pose. Feel free to sway back and forth here, letting your toes just massage those wrist creases. Inhale. Exhale, toe heel your feet back together. Inhale, rise up. High mountain pose. Really breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And just take a minute to notice if your down dog now feels different than the first down dog of your practice. I imagine it does. We're actually just going to drop to our elbows for dolphin pose. Breathing in, your elbows, ooh, that hurts, should be stacked under your shoulders. Hips come up. Walk your toes in as much as you can, opening through the shoulders and the entire back side of your body. Drop to your knees, and we're going to just come up for camel pose. If you'd like to modify your camel pose, the simplest way is just to press your hands into your low back, press your hips forward, and look back. If you'd like to go a little bit farther than that, you can put your hands on your heels And your feet can be up or down. Pressing your hips forward and open. This is also a great time to use blocks. If you'd like, you can do half camel. So take whatever variation you prefer. I think I prefer this one today. Breathe in. Exhale. I'm going to take a couple more rounds of cat-cow. So, getting set up here. Inhale, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, curve. Take a couple more rounds at your own pace. Rounding with your exhale, then arching with your inhale. And just come into a tabletop position. From here, we are going to press ourselves into a downward facing dog and eventually make your way to a comfortable seated position. You're going to fold one leg in. I'm going to start with my left leg folded in. Cross the right leg over the top. And just use your elbow for some gentle traction. Really feeling that nice twist. Bringing out your organs. You're looking over your shoulder. Breathing in. Gently unwind. And switch sides. Left leg crosses over the right. And twist. Gently unwind. Extend both feet. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Grab behind your knees, your calves, your ankles, your outer edges of your feet. Whatever feels good to you. Bending your knees as much or as little as you need to keep a flat back. I do want to do a little bit of core work today. I don't think doing it on my back is going to feel very good, so we're going to do something a little bit different. And we're going to come to our hands and knees, which feels better for me for some reason. And we're going to just extend one leg behind you. If you'd like to modify this, you can keep your toes on the ground. Inhale, reach your other arm out, keeping your back flat. And we're just going to pull in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, really pull in with your core. I think that's 4. We're going to go to 10. So 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let your hand come down, let your knee come down. Take a deep breath in, sigh it out, and reach your left foot behind you. Right arm extends, back is flat, and we pull in. And reach. Exhale, pull. Inhale, reach. 7, 6, 5, 4, out, 3, 2, and 1. Reach out, drop it all back down. Okay, now your hands are planted. You're rooted through your knuckles. You're gonna press in and just hover your knees. Pulling in your lower abdominals as you hover your knees. Back is flat. We're just gonna hold this. I don't know, my goal is 30 seconds, but I don't have a clock, so just until it feels right. And release. Very nice. Last thing, we have done core work throughout by doing our high push-ups, but we are gonna do one more plank. This time, I want you to alternate taps to your shoulders. So tap, tap, 2, 3, 4, trying not to rock back and forth, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And release. Slide yourself back into a child's pose. Breathe in, sigh it out. Take a couple of breaths here. Reaching out. Hands are active. Press yourself back up when you're ready. We're gonna set up for either bridge or wheel. Today I'm gonna take wheel. So you can join me, mostly because there's a rock right in the middle of my spine. So if you're gonna take wheel, plant your hands, fingertips come towards your shoulder blades. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, press yourself up. Ooh, got my hair. Take 5 rounds of breath at your own pace. Tuck your chin when you're ready and come down. Lean your knees in on each other and just rest. We will take one more round of wheel, but let your heart rate return to normal before you do so. This is kind of the added advantage for me of being like a heated yoga because it's warm. All right. So when you're ready, hands plant by your shoulder blades. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, press yourself into wheel or bridge if that's what you're taking today. And take 5 cycles of breath. When you're ready, tuck your chin and gently come down. Press your soles of your feet together. One hand comes to your chest, one hand comes to your belly for Supta Baddha Konasana. Slow your heartbeat by slowing your breath. Probably take somewhere between 5 and 10 breaths here. When you're ready, we're going to take a final inversion. So, I think today I'm just going to do waterfall because maybe I could do shoulder stand. I don't know if it's going to, if there's a rock behind me, it's not going to feel good. So, waterfall pose, just keep your feet up in the air. For shoulder stand, walk your hands up your hips. Oh yeah, we're fine. And press your hips forward over your shoulders. Not moving your neck to the right or left.
breathe in. When you're ready, in a controlled manner, drop your feet behind you and press into the balls of your feet to stretch out the low back. And take a couple breaths here in plow pose. If you're still in shoulder stand, you can roll yourself down. If you're in plow pose, tuck your knees beside your ears for deaf man's pose and roll yourself down a vertebrae at a time. Stretch your feet out. I'm just gonna come up here. Knees come into tabletop. Your arms can come out to the side or not. I'm not going to today. And let them fall to one side or the other. All right, I'm gonna kind of let it come down. No, I'm not. But your gaze goes over your opposite shoulder. This is a great time to take any final postures that you would like to take that we did not do. When you're ready, switch sides, feet come to tabletop, and they fall over to the left if you were on the right before. Gaze is over the right shoulder. When you feel complete, please set yourself up for your final resting pose, releasing everything to your mat. Arms splay out, feet splay out. Take a deep breath in and just let your breathing return to normal. Checking in for any remaining tension in your jaw, behind your eyes, in your shoulders, and just release everything to the mat and enjoy this rest.
When you're ready, roll yourself to a comfortable position using your arm as a pillow. Keeping your eyes closed, press yourself into a comfortable seated position and bring your hands to heart center. I just want you to take a moment to acknowledge yourself for showing up on your mat today. I hope that you enjoyed this practice. Bring your thumbs to third eye. The light in me sees and acknowledges the light in you. Namaste. Thank you everybody for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like, share, and then also pass this on to anybody else who you think would like it. As always, thank you very much, and I love you all. Bye.